Scandinavian Bob here, hi. So how long does it take the brain to heal after porn addiction? Well, this one is perhaps among the top 3 most common questions I get, and today I will show you a way to get a specific answer to that. I will tell you in just a second, but before I do, I want to show you what factors play the biggest part in how long a porn reboot is going to take. And these are things that were first discovered by the great Gary Wilson, the founder of the site Your Brain on Porn. Now, I have been involved in the porn addiction community for almost 13 years myself, and after all the thousands of rebooting accounts I read, I have to say I'm in full agreement with Gary Wilson about these specific factors. The first factor is how old you were when you started using online porn, because the brain is most flexible or plastic early in life, which also means the younger a person starts, the deeper ingrained the porn wiring will be in general. And by the way, everything here is in general, because there will always be outliers and exceptions to this. So keep that in mind as we're going forward here. Another important factor is if the person had some kind of real-life sexual experience or even just kissing and fooling around before he or she started using online porn. Because if the person did, he will have formed stronger wiring to real-life people to compete against the wiring to pixels on a screen. Now, today most people are unfortunately starting out so young with the online thing that they do not have real-life experience before they do. This was more common with us older guys like myself. For example, I got my first girlfriend around the same time the internet started rolling out. Now, keep in mind that every brain has a natural wiring to real-life people to begin with, regardless of having been sexually active or not. So that's a good thing. But it's just that it gets stronger if they had real-life experience as well before they started using online porn. And another factor that is going to play a role in how long a porn reboot takes is, of course, how often the person were using the porn, and of course how long the sessions were. And also if the person did a lot of clicking from scene to scene, or if the person just fapped and got his session quickly over with, is also going to play a role. And if the person was edging is definitely also going to play a role. And of course, if the person has escalated and started watching more and more extreme stuff, because that tells us that what was once enough for them to get aroused by is no longer doing it for them. So obviously some brain changes have occurred then. Now, there are going to be more factors than these that will dictate how long it takes for you to recover. For example, your previous reboot streaks. If you were doing pretty well with a few streaks leading up to your last streak, well, it all adds up. And also what kind of lifestyle you are living right now also matters. The healthier, the better, of course. And I'm going to talk more about this in a coming video, so consider subscribing for that. But assuming we wanted to establish some form of baseline in recovery length, then the factors you see on the screen are the ones we would have to go with. And I have created a PMO recovery time estimator that will simply ask you 7 questions and then give you an estimation on your specific recovery length based on these factors we talked about today. Now, the PMO recovery time estimator is 100% free for you to use, and if this is something you'd be interested to try out, you can find the estimator by clicking on the screen right here or by using the link under the video. And oh hey guys, speaking of recovery, click on the video right here if you want to discover some good signs that healing is now taking place